What if I told you that it is way more easier to start a YouTube channel while working a 9 to 5 than it actually is when you're a full-time content creator? Would you believe me? Well, in the next few minutes, I'll be sharing with you how you can start a successful YouTube channel. And yes, it's a lot more easier than you think. All you just need to do is get out of your head because it is a game of smart work over hard work. I have created content taken about 3 days to edit a video that flopped, and then I've also created a content that plus or minus it took me 3 hours and that video actually did well. So when I say it's a game of smart work over hard work, yes indeed it is. Now, as someone who has experienced both worlds, I will tell you that it's way more easier when you're doing a 9 to 5. And one thing to consider, I would never tell you quit your 9 to 5 and start a YouTube channel. No, that's not how to work it. In fact, you're doing a good thing working your 9 to 5 and starting a YouTube channel. Here are the things that people consider before they even get to watch your video. Number one is the type of content that you're creating. Is it one that resonates with them? Is it offering value? Is it providing solution to their problems? Then another thing is you having an understanding of who your audience is and creating content that sits with them. And then how catchy is your title and your thumbnail? Because at the end of the day, you're giving so much value, and then what will make them even click to watch your video? If it's not interesting, it's not captivating, if it's not catchy at first glance, then there's a problem. I'm going to be walking you through practical steps on how you can start a successful YouTube channel while still working a 9 to 5. It's all about time management here. So instead of you focusing on, oh my goodness, it's going to be time consuming and all of that, think of ways you can make this work for you. So here's how you're going to do it. You need to be able to concentrate your effort into actually creating the content. Here's how I will best schedule your content. Monday can be a day where you ask yourself what kind of content will resonate with my audience. Remember, you need to understand the type of content you want to create, who this content is for, because you can't be targeting everyone. Your content is for an audience. So when you know what type of video you want to make for that week, try checking out on YouTube people who've made videos like this, because there's really nothing that's new. It's more like a copy and paste thing, but it's just that everyone gets to bring their it's you, that's why it's YouTube, bring their personality into a video, bring their knowledge that they've gathered into a video. So yes, check out other videos on that particular topic. So Monday can be a day where you are researching on the topic. What are you going to be doing? What are the B-rolls, possible ideas you have about creating this? So if I spend my Monday checking out some videos during my spare time, it could just be an hour where you get to watch a couple of 5-15 minutes videos, or 2 30-minute video, 3 20-minute video on the topic that you want to create. I'm currently filming where it's open to let you know that there's really no excuse. All right, the next thing you're going to be doing, day 2, is scripting your video. Because when you script your video, you're able to reduce the edit process. And then once you've done that, understand what kind of B-rolls would you be needing to make that video relatable with your audience. And once you can do that and also think what outfit will work best for this video, you are reducing. Again, we're working with 1 hour per day. So can we just take 1 hour out of your 24 hours to actually script the video? The next thing we're going to be doing, day 3, is filming the video. Yes, this is where the A roll comes in, the actual spot. We're going to be filming the video. Now, when I started my content creation career, I was working as a morning host. So what that meant was I created my content while I was at the radio station. That was what worked for me, because coming back at home to film wasn't going to work for me. So decide what kind of person are you going to be when it has to do with filming. Are you going to be one person where you can film before you get to work, or you can create a space in your office space to actually do that, or you're going to be someone who's going to devote your weekend to actually filming, and you have to be dedicated to it? Because here's the thing about working a 9 to 5, it gives you a structure. You wake up in the morning, you have to do your makeup, you look good, you're actually okay. So it's easier to get on camera and film. When you are at home, you don't have anywhere to go to, it's a lot more difficult to get dressed up and stay in front of the camera. That's why I said that if I look back, I was way more consistent while I was working a 9 to 5 than even now that I'm a full-time content creator, because you're like, where am I going to do this makeup and go to? Like, where exactly? So yes, once you're able to decide what filming structure works for you, is it filming before you go to work? Is it filming after you come back from work? Is it filming while you're at work? Or is it you filming over the weekend? And I always recommend, for someone who's working a 9 to 5, try to create at least 2 content. Don't create just one content, because The best way to post and have a successful YouTube channel is working towards posting twice a week and not once a week. And I tell you, it can work. Then the next day, which is a day that most people tend to dread, is to edit. And one of the reasons why I stress you having to script your video is you're able to reduce the editing work. Now, when it has to do with editing, a lot of people try to make it more difficult. You're not into filmmaking, so you don't have to make your edits to be so complicated. No, you could just do an edit that works, insert a B-roll to make it more relatable to your audience, and ta-da, you have a video out there. Then focusing so much time on editing. As I said, I have spent so many hours in having to edit a video and it flopped. And I've also taken little time to create a content and it worked for me. You need to test the market. And when it comes to creating content, you cannot have a successful channel if you're not putting out videos. So if you're spending so much time in having to make a video, you're going to feel overwhelmed to having to put more videos out there. But if you keep putting videos, you will know which one resonates to your audience, because your audience is always going to be talking to you and telling you, this is what we like, this is what we don't like. So we've been able to establish a schedule that works for you. Now, remember that I made mention of the fact that your thumbnail has to be catchy, your title has to be catchy, and that's when we go to my best friend right here, which is Canva. Canva has a couple of templates that can actually work for you. So you decide what type of template works for me. How do I get to edit this template to suit my video? What kind of thumbnail works? What are the extra images I can put? So you get to simplify the process. Remember, we're working with simplicity here, not complexity. So yes, you get to play around with Canva, and that's something that you can do over your spare time. That way, you're not trying to bring everything all at once. And then we get over to the next thing that we're going to be doing. Now that we're done sorting our posting schedule, the next thing we are going to be doing is knowing what we need. Now, I know that a lot of things that people worry about when they want to start a YouTube channel. Oh, I don't have a good camera to film. Oh, I don't have good lighting. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I don't have that. Can I tell you that that is really not important? Right now, I'm filming with natural light, and it's one of the best lighting to film. You can start with that. And visuals are very important. That I know, which is why I even enjoy filming more with natural light, because the lighting is sort of controlled. But what I would recommend that you get first is a microphone. Audio is everything when it has to do with making a video, because people want to hear you. Your visuals might be good, but if they can't get your audio, they won't stay. You need to be able to get your audience's attention, keep them, and ensure that they stay to the end of the video. But if they just start watching a video, and I'm sure that has happened to you before, you started watching a video, it looked really appealing, but then you couldn't hear what the person was saying and you just had to click out, because at the end of the day, yes, it's visually appealing, but you also want to get value from that video. And we take anything from this video that I'm sharing with you today is that value is everything. Your audience has a problem, and that's why they're coming to watch. And your video is offering a solution to them. So they want to get that value from that video. And how else are they going to get that? If the quality of the audio is not good, then invest in a tripod. Yes, you will definitely need a tripod. But for the meantime, when you can get a tripod that you want, the tripod of your dreams, you can actually get something good. I think I have, yes. This, I think I got it around 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 naira. It's just a tabletop you can put. I use it like a phone holder, but I've also used this to film. Just place it on a table and go ahead and film. So you see, you could start with something. From there, when it has to do with content creation, you are every day feeding your gadgets. There are gadgets that I need right now that I don't have, and I'm working towards getting them. There are gadgets that I've also been able to get. So you see, it's a step-by-step process. But if you're waiting for you to have everything, you might be waiting a long time. So we are working with simplicity, remember, not complexity. So start with what you have, and it's going to work from there. And some persons will ask, okay, so at what point do I quit my job? It's not everyone that's supposed to quit their job. If you love what you do, why are you quitting your job? Okay? If you're someone who wants to have a successful YouTube channel while still working your 9 to 5, that's totally fine. Not everyone has to quit their job. But if you're someone who's working towards having your own thing, YouTube channel is where you want to get your full income, that's totally fine. So it's about timing here. And some persons would say, Okay, what if I give someone a video to edit for me? Now, when you're starting a YouTube channel, I would not recommend that you give someone. Do you even know how much these editors are charging to edit a video? When I started my content creation career, I'm not sure I got any professional training. I started editing. My first edit used to be so off, but I got better with time, and now I get to edit videos for brands. Like, I teach people how to edit videos. I show people how to do this. I show people how to do that. That kind of thing. I get to speak at events. All of this started because I just was passionate about creating content. So you see, don't go for perfectionism, just go for the passion that you want to give value to someone and let that passion overwhelm you. As such, when it has to do with outsourcing, at the start of your career, you've not been able to decipher what your audience really wants. So there's going to be like Tayo Aina said, okay, you need to make like 5 types of videos to see, oh, is this one resonating with my audience? Which one do they like? How can I meet in the middle? Because you're making this video not for you, you're making it for an audience. So they need to gravitate towards it. Have a video coming on videos that, because most times when people start their YouTube channel, they just make any and any videos. They make selfish videos, and selfish videos don't do well on this platform. I have a video coming up on that. So yes, if that's something that interests you, then you should definitely plug onto the family. So when it has to do with outsourcing, big YouTubers, big creators outsource their videos because at this point they have an audience that is waiting for content from them. So they do not have enough time, brand deals here and there. They might not be able to edit their videos. That's when they get to outsource, and good enough, the channel is paying them. So right now, the channel isn't paying you for you to be able to take out money because you do not have the kind of money that editors are calling to be able to do it. So try little edits. Just start somewhere, learn a few edit here and there, and then you can be able to put it out there. Remember that your audience is not coming to you for editing. Like, you're not a cinematographer, you are not into filmmaking to be able to make the crazy edits, the crazy scenery that's going to work. They want value, and if you're giving them what they want, they will stay glued to you. Okay, so after we're done with deciding if you're going to outsource your content, if you're going to do it yourself, but I recommend that you start on your own so that you can get a skill, because I tell you, editing pays. Now I get good money to actually have to edit videos or coach people on how to edit something. There's a whole lot that you learn in the content creation journey while you're starting a YouTube channel. And then do not focus on getting everything all perfect. If you're spending so much time in having to put in effort on a video, it's going to affect your productivity. Let's focus on giving value, being consistent, showing up right here, giving value to your audience, being consistent with what you have to do. And I tell you that in no distant time, you're going to get the value. YouTube pays. When I say YouTube pays, YouTube pays. And YouTube will pay in such a way that at a point you can decide, do I want to do my 9 to 5, or maybe I want to go fully into YouTube. So what has been stopping you from starting a YouTube channel? You've been saying you've been working a 9 to 5 and that's why you can't do it. Darling, you can. You need to be able to be in charge of your time, control your time, be a lot more focused. So if you have time to go out with your friends, if you have time to gist with your friends, if you have time to do this and that or watch a movie, you have time to create content, you have time to edit your content. It's just excuses that we give ourselves. So what do you want? Do you want to be a successful YouTuber, but currently you're doing a 9 to 5 that probably might not even like? Then I tell you that you can start. This is you saying, I'm doing this for me. I'm choosing me. There's something that I have up here that my audience would want to see, and I'm going to share my version of me with the world. You're going to be sharing you to the world, and that's where YouTube comes from. You're going to be sharing your you to the world, which is YouTube. So let me know when you intend to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to be starting it this week. Let me know in the comment section, because I want to be rooting for you. I want to come there and watch your video just like you watched this one. All right, I'll get to see you in my next video. If you're someone who you feel like you're going to be strong with consistency, I have a video right here where you can watch on how you can be consistent with filming, consistent in anything that you are doing. All the best in starting your YouTube channel. Mwah.